Okay, welcome to today's practice. Today we're going to focus on the area of the hips and the sacral center. And our hips can store a lot of emotions. So the focus today is really just going to be to warm up the hip joints and to allow some breathing and stretching. Just intentionally connecting our mind to the space and welcoming a release of tension through our exhaling. So as we inhale, at the very top of the inhale, we will most likely feel the most amount of tension, and we want to use that top of the inhale to expand in the area of tension. And then as we exhale, we invite a melting or a softening of the fascia and a deepening into the posture. Okay, let's begin. So finding a space, if your balance requires support, find a space where you can hold on to something. And if your balance is strong, we'll just start with our hips width apart, hands upon the hips. And we're just going to start by circling the hips. So it helps to find something that isn't moving to look at. In yoga, we call this a drishti. And just focusing to maintain balance, pushing into the earth with the left foot, rising from the crown as we just circle the hips. Staying with the breath. And releasing that side. Coming over to the other side, finding your support, and we're just going to circle this hip, turning out, keeping the foot flexed as we do this. Breathing into the joint. And releasing. And then we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to reverse. Coming out and pulling in and down. Out and in and down. Two more. Excellent. Releasing the weight to the opposite side. Lifting up, turning out, coming forward, and just circling the hips. Making sure that you're breathing deeply in and slowly exhaling out. Placing the feet down, we're going to turn our feet out. We're just going to widen the feet a little bit. We're going to inhale up, reaching towards the sky. And we're going to exhale, turning the knees out and coming into goddess pose, opening the chest, sinking down. Breathing up and exhaling down. Breathing up, exhaling down. Breathing up, exhaling down. Breathing up, exhaling down. Two more. Breathing up, exhaling down. One more. Breathing up and exhaling down. And now we're going to come into a lunge. So we're going to face forward with the right leg, both feet facing forward. We're going to lean forward and come all the way down to the knee. Now you can flip your mat for extra support if you need, or place a pillow underneath the knee. We really want to focus on drawing the inner thighs together so that we could actually stand up if we needed to, and we're not sinking into the joints. So once we've engaged the thighs, we then lean forward. Want to make sure that the knee is above the ankle. And here we're really focusing on opening the psoas muscle. So leaning forward, again, you can use a support if needed. And you can always unflip the foot too. So here we really want to breathe here into the front of the hip joint. And we can inhale the arms up. And exhaling, opening the chest. Again, inhaling up. Exhaling, opening the chest. One more time. Let's inhale up. And let's exhale, opening the chest. We're going to inhale the arms up. We're going to bring them into the inside of that front right knee. And then we're going to open the left arm all the way to the back. Opening the psoas. Breathing here. Two more breaths. And one more. Releasing. Help yourself up with your hands and twisting over to the opposite side. Again, we're going to lean down. Find the proper position so that your knee is above your ankle. And we're going to really focus on engaging those inner thighs so we could stand up if we needed to. From here, we lean forward. Keep the hips square. You release the hands up. Inhale. Exhale, open to cactus. Inhale, open. Exhale, cactus. Inhale and rise. Exhale and cactus. Now we're going to inhale the arms up. Really pushing into the earth with the legs here. Draw the hands to the inside of the left knee. Open the right arm all the way to the back. Twisting. And breathing. Breathe in. And out. Breathe in. And out. From here, we're going to place our hands down and bring our knees to the mat. Make sure the hands are directly underneath the shoulders and the knees directly under the hips. And we're just going to wake up our hip joints again with some fire hydrants. So we're going to flex the foot and lift up. Keep the sacrum level. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. 3 more. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. And 1 more. Inhale up and exhale down. Let's take a child's pose. Click the feet together, open the knees, and drop the hips towards the mat. Reach the hands forward and rest the forehead upon the mat. As you breathe in, draw the hips closer to the feet, lengthen the spine out. And as you exhale, allow the chest to fall closer to the mat. Breathing in and exhaling. Breathing in and exhaling. One more time. Breathing in and exhaling. And then coming all the way back to all fours. And we'll repeat on the same side. So again, hands underneath the shoulder joints and the knees underneath the hips. Pressing into the earth, we're going to inhale that leg up, flex the foot, and exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. 3 more. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, and exhale down. Last time. Inhale up, and exhale down. Again, let's click the toes together, open the knees, drop down into child's pose. Release the chest and the forehead to the mat. And let's just take a few breaths here. Two more. And from here, we'll come and we'll sit down on the mat. And we'll come into a butterfly pose. So we'll bring the feet together, draw them closer to the body, grab the two toes with your peace fingers, and we're just going to flap the butterfly wings, waking up the hip joints, and staying with the breath. And just finding some stillness, using those external rotators to push the knees down. We're also going to inhale, rise in the chest. And as we exhale, we're just going to lean forward here, listening to your body and really focusing on lengthening the spine out of the pelvis and reaching forward with the chin and the sternum. So avoiding the curling that can happen in the spine. Even if the movement is just slightly 1 millimeter forward, that's okay. The focus is to lengthen out of the pelvis and release forward. Just holding here. Inhaling and extending the spine, opening from the sternum and the chest. Exhaling and lowering slightly with the chin. The top of the inhale, allow that breath to fill the area of tension with life force energy. And as you exhale, just imagine that tension softening and melting, perhaps allowing the body to slightly come forward more. Let's take 3 more breaths here, breathing in and exhaling. Breathing in, filling up, and exhaling. One more, breathing in and exhaling. Inhaling all the way up. And let's release, just bring the knees in and give ourselves a hug. One more breath here. And then we're just going to release to the mat. Come down to your back. Take your legs about hip width apart. We're going to take the right leg, we're going to lift it up, flex the foot, we're going to place the hands behind the hamstring. We're just going to engage the muscles here by pushing the leg away from us and using the arm to resist. As if you're pushing a wall away from you. Breathing here. And then releasing the right leg back down. You're going to lift the left leg, flex that foot, place the hand on top of the quad here. And now we're going to push the knee towards the chest and use the hands to resist that push. And if you're doing it correctly, you may shake a little bit as you resist. One more breath. And now we're going to switch. We're going to take the hands, place it behind the hamstring. We're going to push the leg away from the body and use the hands to resist. Pushing, breathing. And releasing the left leg down, we're going to lift the right leg, flex the foot, clasp the hands, place them on the quad. We're going to push the knee towards the chest and use the hands to resist. One more breath. And releasing that leg. We're going to place the hands upon the mat or on the floor, palms down. Take the hips and the feet a little bit wider here. We're just going to windshield wiper. So we're going to drop the knees towards the left. And if you can allow just a slight push forward in the hips, you should feel it right here, the front of the hip and psoas joint. Breathing there. The more you drop that right knee towards the earth, the more you're going to feel it in that hip. Breathing here. Using the exhale to release the tension. Breathing in, filling up that space. And exhaling to release. And allow yourself to stay here for as long as you need until you feel a shift. And then we're going to switch over to the opposite side, dropping the knees towards the right. Tilt that pelvis forward just slightly, pushing towards this area. Breathing. And again, stay in this position for as long as you need until you feel a shift, a noticeable shift in the tension. And then lifting the knees up, we're just going to windshield wiper back and forth. And one more time each side. Coming back into center, let's bring the knees into the chest and just hug them towards the chest. And then we're going to release the legs back down. We're going to do a figure four stretch. So we're going to lift that right leg, flex the foot. We're going to take the left leg, cross the foot over the knee, so above the knee, not on the knee joint. We're going to reach underneath, grab the hamstring, keep both feet very flexed, and then we're going to use the arms to bring the foot closer to the chest. You can use your left elbow here to turn out the left knee, and you can start to bend that top leg, pushing the foot closer to the chest. Breathing here. And again, we want to just hold the position and continue breathing into the space until we actually notice a shift in the tension, a softening and a release. So allowing yourself to hold, even if it's past my cues, tuning into the wisdom of your body. And then we're going to release that. Bring the left leg down and do the same thing on the opposite side. Lift the left leg all the way up to the ceiling, flex the foot. Take the right leg, place it above the knee. Take the hands, clasp them, place them behind the hamstring. We're going to use that right elbow to turn out the right knee. Breathing in, exhaling, and just drawing that foot closer to the chest. Holding and breathing. So we really want to send the breath to the area of tension. So as you fill up, notice where you feel the tension the most on the very tip, the top of that inhale. See if you can sip in just a little bit more oxygen and send it directly to that space. And then as you exhale, invite a softening of the fascia, a melting. Just continuing to deepen the breath. And consciously releasing tension through the exhale. And just allow this to continue until you notice a noticeable shift. One more breath. And just releasing the legs, we'll hug the knees into the chest one more time. We'll grab the outer feet, pull the knees down for happy baby. So pulling the knees towards the earth and then allowing the pelvis also to drop down. Staying here, or you can rock back and forth, just tuning into what feels good for you. And one more breath. And then just releasing the legs down, allowing them to fall to the edges of the mat. Allowing the arms to come down. Just seeing if you can allow the entire body to just sink and soften a little bit more into the earth. Just noticing that support from underneath you. And just allow a rest here for as long as feels good for you.